Maahes was an ancient Egyptian lion-headed god of war, whose name means he who is true beside her. He was seen as the son of the creator god Ptah, as well as the feline goddess, Bast in Lower Egypt or Sekhmet in Upper Egypt, whose nature he shared. Maahes was a deity associated with war, protection, and weather, as well as that of knives, lotuses, and devouring captives. Maahes was pictured as a man with the head of a male lion, sometimes holding a knife and a bouquet of lotus flowers, referring to his connection with Nefertum, who was symbolized by the lotus. Maahes was considered the son of Ra with the feline goddess Bastet, or of another feline goddess, Sekhmet. He was sometimes identified with another son of Sekhmet, Nefertum. Maahes was said to fight Ra's archenemy, the serpent Apep, during Ra's nightly voyage. In order to track the first recorded reference of Maahes, the ancient Egyptian lion-headed god, one would have to go to the New Kingdom era. People of that era believed that Maahes was the son of the creator god Ptah and the goddess Sekhmet. Maahes was a feared god whose sphere of influence included war, protection and the weather. What else was Maahes revered for? And what does his name in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs mean? Here, we explore major myth about Maahes, his powers, symbols and worship in ancient Egypt. Fast facts about Maahes family. Mother, Sekhmet or Bastet. Father, Ptah, the god of creation and craftsman. Siblings, Nefertum, Imhotep, half-sibling. Epithets, the Scarlet Lord, Lord of the Storm, Wielder of the Knife, the Lord of Slaughter, Helper of the Wise, Avenger of Wrong Deeds. Cult centers and worship, Perbast, Bubastis, Dendera, Ayunet, and Teramu. Symbols, a lion, knife, the Atef crown, a sword, other names and variations, Mahes, Mises, Mihos, Mahes. Birth story and family. The ancient Egyptian god Maahes was believed to be the son of creator god Ptah and the goddess Sekhmet. This was his origin story in Upper Egypt. However, in Lower Egypt, his mother was thought to be the cat-headed goddess Bastet. Some accounts of Maahes' origin story place him as the son of the sun god Ra, or Re, and the goddess Bastet. Such associations gave rise to him being tagged as a sun god in some areas in ancient Egypt. This most likely explains his association with the Eye of Ra and the solar disk that he was sometimes depicted with. The first part of his name in hieroglyph stands for a male lion. The symbol also elicits concepts of courage, bravery and strength. Over the centuries and millennia, he has developed quite a number of name variations, including Mahes, Mises, Mihos, and Mahes. In general, scholars reason that his name translates to one who can see in front or he who is true beside her. The her most likely refers to the ancient Egyptian goddess Ma'at, the goddess of truth, order and justice. Owing to the above, Maahes was often seen as the defender or protector of the innocent, a deity who maintained truth and order. Maahes symbols and epithets. As it was common with many ancient Egyptian deities, Maahes had many symbols, including a knife, a lotus flower, solar disk, the Atef crown, and a lion. The most common epithets of Maahes are as follows: the Scarlet Lord, Wielder of the Knife, the Lord of Slaughter, Helper of the Wise, Avenger of Wrong Deeds, Protector of the Innocent and Protector of Sacred Places. Common depictions and worship. Ancient Egypt typically depicted the god Maahes as a man with a lion head wielding either a sword or a knife. On top of his head were usually the Atef crown or a double crown, crowns of Lower and Upper Egypt, and the uraeus, royal serpent symbol. Owing to his association with the sun god Ra, He has sometimes been depicted with the solar disk. In some cases, he is seen holding a bouquet of lotus flower instead of a knife. This portrayal of his is in reference to his positive trait as a deity who helps the wise and just. The most famous of Mahes cult centers and worship places were found in Taramu and Purbast. Those two places were also famous for the worship of the deities Sekhmet and Bastet respectively. In many cases, Mahes temples in Purbast were placed in close proximity to his mother Bastet's temple. Power and significance. Mahes was given similar abilities and traits as his mother the goddess Sekhmet. The god of war, protection and weather was in some cases seen as a dangerous god no ancient Egyptian dared cross path with. For this trait he was given the epithet the devourer of captives. When he was seen as the son of the sun god Ra, Mahes is believed to have fought against Apep, Ra's greatest enemy in the underworld. Additionally, Mahes is believed to inflict immense punishments on the wicked and heartless people in the land. Owing to this role, he was given the epithet Avenger of Wrong Deeds. It was believed that he was the enforcer of Ma'at's principles of truth and order. In addition to protecting Ra in the underworld, it was believed that Mahes protected the Egyptian pharaohs during battle. Thus his protection extended to the innocent and brave. Other interesting myths and facts about the Egyptian god Mahes. His name in Egyptian hieroglyphic often elicits concepts such as royalty, strength and power. In his honor, the ancient Egyptians kept tamed lions in Mahes temples all across Taramu. According to ancient Greek historian Elian, the lions were fed fresh oxen meat every day. Mahes temples and cult centers were prevalent in the lower Egyptian city of Leontopolis, the city of lions. In most cases the Egyptians did not use his name. Instead they used epithets such as the Lord of the Massacre and Lord of Slaughter. His connection with his sibling Nefertum, he who is beautiful, is evident whenever he holds a lotus flower. The lotus flower was one of the most important symbols of the god Nefertum. Other gods that were associated with Mahes included Shemsu, a lion deity, and one Urus, a war deity. To the ancient Greeks, Mahes was seen as the god of storms.